Hey, what it do, y'all? What it do? Gotta give a PSA. I hate to break it to a lot of folk, but man, don't expect female behavior to change. You know, I just been listening to some folk, and I'm like, I heard this alarming trend of, I guess, some people talking like, given that this coronavirus is taking place, and they talk about other apocalyptic events taking place, all this fear mongering, right? And in the midst of it, one of the common narratives I hear is that, well, this is going to force a lot of females to comply, and they're going to try to be more in line, or what I'm saying, they're going to be submitting more, or they're going to be easier to subdue. And I'm like, oh no, that's far from the truth. That's far from the truth. And it's like anything in life. If you keep talking about something being better, a lot of times it takes things getting worse before it gets better in the first place. So the last thing on my mind is trying to expect female behavior to change. And that's what I mean, like when I say don't expect female behavior to change, because that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to change, for the better, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It's actually going to change for the worse before things get better. And you can see it in society. I mean, I'm just out doing my thing, and I don't see anything different about female behavior. There's still that same disrespect. There's still that same lack of acknowledgement due to the Me Too movement. So if you ask me, the only thing that things like the coronavirus per se have done is it just made a lot of these females even more paranoid. Now, there is a silver lining to this, and I'm trying to get away from all of this wind. The silver lining is that a lot of women will change their behavior, because, for me, a woman is different from a female in the regards that a woman ain't out here trying to do this on her own. But a female could care less, and they'll just continue to try to find ways to just stay defiant of any type of manly support. And that's what we're seeing right now. Things will only get worse before it gets better. And if anything, you're going to see a lot of females continue to stand their ground on what they think is right. They're going to continue to stand their ground in regards to what they believe, their opinions, their mindsets, all of that, man. And that's what I see. I don't see anything actually changing as far as female behavior, and what a lot of people think would occur upon something apocalyptic, I guess. And like I said, this is all fear mongering, because I'm like, you got to have faith. Where's your faith? But, that's a side note. But I just wanted to put that PSA out there, because just in case, especially a young man watching this video, watch other videos before he watched this video, and he be hearing about, all the stuff that's going on in this world is going to make females comply more. They're going to be more submissive to men now. They're not going to have a choice. Nah, young man, listen to me. And you can listen to whoever you want to listen to, but just listen to what I have to say. And then, just treat what I have to say as a second opinion, if you don't mind. And I'm going to tell you this. These chicks ain't gonna change. They ain't gonna change, okay? They ain't gonna change. They only gonna, if anything, they gonna change for the worse. You know what I'm saying? So continue to keep that in mind as far as what you need to be looking for as far as a woman is concerned, and not be trying to subdue these females or trying to get these females to submit, because it's not in their nature. But in a woman's nature, yes, she is gonna be submissive. Now, there's only gonna be so many, like it is now. There's not a lot of real women left in this society. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys that are talking are not real men either, because real men are actually not tripping off this stuff, and they're not trying to get chicks to be a certain way or be submissive. And even the toughest of times, a man is not trying to find ways to, get her to submit and things like that. No, He's going to get around a woman who's already going to be that way. He ain't got to go through all that effort. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you start talking that way, as far as, you know, these tough times are going to make a lot of females submit. Yo, that's crazy. You mean it takes something this catastrophic per se in order for a female to change her behavior? Yo, that's crazy, bro. But it reminds me of an old statement that I used to say when I was much younger. And it is one that says, man, you can give the chick the whole world and she'll still blow it up. So that goes along with a lot of females' behaviors. I'm not expecting for a female to get it right with me in a world that's already not doing its best right now. I give her the best, she's still not gonna do her best. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, with all that said, I mean, for the fellas that understand where I'm coming from, keep doing what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you ain't worried about females' behavior in these times. Actually, you try to avoid it. You ain't worried about if she's gonna get in line with you or not, despite the times or given the times we live in. Actually, this is the perfect time for you to get away from a majority of these females, because it was like that in parts of the New Testament. If one reads the Bible, and Paul talks about, you know, given the times that we live in, it's best to be single. It's best to stay single, and I'm like that with it. It's best to be single than to be around these females that are only going to get worse. They're only going to get worse before there's any sign of them getting better. You know, in a society that's getting better, you don't want to be around people that are only going to get worse. That's all I got to say about that. Signing out.